Good morning to all. Welcome to the BA First Year class of English again. We are doing the play As You Like It by Shakespeare. So far we have completed 4 acts and now we have reached to the final act, that is Act 5. So let's begin with the act. So in scene 1 what happens, that Tuston and Audrey, the minor characters, the minor couple are still together, and Audrey is anxious to get married, and Tuston promises that he will soon marry Audrey and he will find someone who can perform the marriage ceremony. Then Tuston asks Audrey about another man who claims her. So before Audrey can speak, the other man named William enters. So William is a polite man and he also loves Audrey. Tuston, being humble for a while, orders William to leave Audrey and allow her to marry him instead. Then Tuston threatens Williams to kill him. Then William leaves and Corin arrives and tells them that Rosalind has asked for them. Rosalind is calling Tuston and Audrey to meet her. So in scene 1 what we see that Tuston and Audrey are very anxious to get married, and the little hurdle that comes in name of William also disappears and they are free to get married. Then in scene 2 of Act 5 what we see a major change of heart, that Oliver, who was totally changed by the good deeds of his brother when his brother Orlando saved him. Oliver has fallen in love with Rosalind's cousin Celia at first sight, though she is disguised as Eleanor. So Orlando is amazed by Oliver's falling in love with Celia at first sight, and so Orlando asks his brother, is it possible that on so little acquaintance one should like her? So Oliver is so excited and he promises to give Orlando all the estate, and he also tells Orlando that he will like to remain in the countryside in the forest of Arden with Celia, because Oliver thinks that she is a country maid, because Celia is disguised as is acting as Eleanor in the forest of Arden. So Oliver plans to stay in the countryside along with Eleanor. Oliver further announces that he plans to get married the next day. Orlando consents to the marriage of Oliver and Celia, but he is very lost and he feels very agonized because he misses Rosalind. And then Ganymede arrives and Rosalind arrives and she pretends to be Ganymede, and Oliver leaves in order to allow Orlando and Rosalind have a conversation. Then Rosalind and Orlando remark that they talk about Oliver's very fast falling in love with Celia. Then Orlando complains that in spite of his brother's happiness he will be depressed because he wants Rosalind to be with him during the wedding of his brother. Then Rosalind asks him that tomorrow whether she will be able to serve him as Rosalind or not, to which Orlando replies that he is very much fed up of thinking Ganymede as Rosalind, and he wants to meet Rosalind desperately. So still Orlando does not know that Ganymede is Rosalind. Then in the same scene, Rosalind tells Orlando that she knows the magical charms and she knows the magical things, and she will arrange Rosalind the next day at the marriage of Oliver and Celia. to which Orlando hopefully believes. Then, so we have two couples, Rosalind and Orlando, and Oliver and Celia, two major couples ready to get married. Then we meet the second minor couple, which is Celia and Phoebe, who was then they also arrive there, and Phoebe, who is still in love with Ganymede, so she tells Rosalind Ganymede that she still loves Ganymede. So, because Sylvius loves Phoebe and Phoebe is mistaking Rosalind to be Ganymede, so Rosalind finally gets fed up with the nonsense and emotional excess which is going around her, and she is also done up with this guys and tricking people around her. So, she turns to each of them, to each person in front of her, and she orders them to show up tomorrow, and she also promises, the heroine Rosalind also promises that she will sort all the things, all the stuff, and she will get married. She will make sure that all the couples get married soon. So, still the ambiguity between Orlando and Ganymede persists, and between Phoebe and Rosalind also. So, we will see the whole thing will be sorted in the next scene. Enough for today. Next we will be completing the act 5 and the play also. Go through it again. Enough for today. Thank you.